Brutus 40 chose to be last. Now Brutus 40 is first.
It me, Adam's Ghost, your friendly host, broadcasting to you from this ethereal post to entertain you to the utmost as the most as I am possibly able upon this day. Hello, Brutus. Thank you for being the alpha and the omega of this stream at this time. I'm very, my energy's all over the place. I have the pep. Michael Bronson, hello! By the way, guys, if you didn't get to hang out in my friend Babinka Bear's stream last night, there's a really cool stream where they were talking about animation with a fellow streamer, George Chungus, and it was really neat. Unfortunately, Twitch was an asshole and I couldn't stay the whole time, but it was so much fun. But also my energy is all over the place today. Cause I had a weird sleep. I had just weird sleep. I'm not sure why. I woke up late too, but I'm here and I have the Dr. Pepper. I have the Dr. Pepper, is what I just said. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you all have a good day so far. My day is pretty cool. I've started playing a whole bunch of Creature Kitchen. Finko recommended to me and I bought it. And I've been playing it. I don't think I played it for 2 hours yet, but I've been playing it a lot. I kind of love it. So I'm probably gonna play it a whole bunch. Am I gonna play it until the end? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Creature Kitchen is a cute little game about making food for the creatures around this little house. So far I've found a crow and a raccoon and a ghost and a frog and a dog and a box and a ghost. 2 different ghosts. One of them haunts my pantry and the other one comes in. I think he wants cereal, but I don't know. because I don't have anything that would make cereal. Yeah. That's very cute. It is adorable. Oh yeah, there's also a mouse who's very cute. Yeah, you should check it out. It's really fun. It's very chill. I was thinking about playing it on stream, but I'm like, I just want this as a chill game. So, you guys don't get to watch me play it. That's a Ghostie only game. Huh? Also, the wildfire smoke is really thick. So if my brain just goes out, even though it's cool enough, if my brain just goes kaput, I do apologize. My breakfast this morning is a Dr. Pepper. It's a Dr. Pepper. It's very, very nice. I like it. The Dr. Pepper I'm talking about. I like the Dr. Pepper. Cause it gives me a good amount of caffeine. Good amount of caffeine and sugar to get me through the day. And if you are like Ghostie, that sounds like a whole bunch of caffeine and sugar. Yeah, no, I have not. I've not streamed the game. I thought about streaming it, but I was like, I should check it out first. And then I started checking it out, and then I was like, I'm gonna be selfish on this one. I'm gonna be selfish on this one. It's my game. But, you know, maybe we'll play something else, like Dead Signal or Scrutinized or something. I've been watching a lot of Welcome to the Game 3 content, and I'm like, I don't think that is a game for Ghostie. Like, I feel like there's a little bit too much going on for me. Here, let's go over here. I feel like there's a little bit too much going on and Welcome to the games for me. Cause like, I think at least in 3, I don't know about in 1 or 2. In 3 you actually are in like competition with other people too. Okay. Yeah, remember we're trying to find a ship. And if you're like Ghostie, technically you have a ship over there. That's not that doesn't exist. Shifty ice loud sweating. For the purposes of this investigation, that one does not work. That is not a real ship. Yeah. So today's just gonna be a chill, like, hangout, chat, make progress, hopefully. Technically we currently have 2 ways that we could get a ship. Way 1 is if we find one, which I'd like to do. I would like it. Wait, is that actual smoke? No. I would like to. But the second way is if we can find a monolith, then since we've already found a grave, we have glyphs. And we can warp to another system, which will automatically give us the warp for this system starship, or space station, which means we can go to the space station and build a Corvette. Yeah. I have never shown you guys a Corvette, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen one in in your own travels. It's more like a movable base. It's a gigantic ship. A gigantic ship. And you can decorate it inside with different posters and furniture and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't have a great track record with them because I played the community expedition with it, and I had a whole bunch of bugs during that expedition, so I hated it. Personally, it made me very upset. One abandoned crate. The only thing about the Corvette option here is that we would have to have a lot of money. We'd have to buy the parts. Now there's an abandoned universe. So, wait, why can't I? Hold on. Do I not have dioxide anymore? Motherfucker. There goes my wow. Watch him as he goes. We'll go towards that, and hopefully we can find some dioxide. I thought we had a lot more than we did. Matthew Diamond. Matthew Diamond. Yeah, I know I've asked you guys this last time, I think. But I'll ask you again. Because you guys didn't respond, and I was like, no. Are you guys at all interested in watching me play a game like Dead Signal, which would require a lot of attention from me on the actual game, and I would be asking you guys to like keep your eyes on it and stuff like that. Oh, no bill. Motherfucker. Cause that is a system where everyone died. No, in Dead Signal, we're basically doing the job of observation duty, but we're observing like actual people, and we're working for a criminal organization. And we have like killers after us and all of that. And sometimes our interwebs go out. It's very interesting, at least to me. What are you? Ugh. The right setup, but not the actual thing. Super disappointing. So it's a lot of like making sure we don't die for this, that, or the other, and no, I don't want a light. Well, yeah, no, I mean, it would require multiple people's attention. And that's why I'm hesitant to play it on stream, because even though I've beaten casual mode... No, that's copper. I want to dioxide. Oh, okay. I've beaten casual mode on my own, and I theoretically believe that I could beat normal mode, theoretically, on my own. I don't know if you guys would find it interesting, just because of the focus it would take if I were to play seriously without y'all's help.
Tactical advance. Watch your ankles. You guys trained for this.
Thank you for the raid. How's it going? How was Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 today? How are you? Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, I am Outermost Ghost. I'm gonna play some Ghost feature per play a variety of games today. We are continuing a challenge run here on No Man's Sky, where we are trying to find a starter ship. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. Yeah, welcome in. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you need to raid and run, I totally understand. I totally get it. Okay, go have lunch. Love you, Hapa. Guys, if you guys haven't shouted out, if you guys haven't checked out Haba is one of my little friends. She was one of the first friends I made here on Twitch. She is very cool, and I think you should check her out. Well, yeah, if you guys want to chill, stick around, please do. If you need to go, I totally underget. I underget it. I underget it. Yeah. And for those of you who know, hi, I have brain damage, so my words don't always word good. Unless I'm writing, then I can make the words happen. I gotta say, because sometimes it's a little bit embarrassing. I will have written a book and I will send it to my editor, and I get my edit back, and she has found so many instances where I started a sentence and just didn't finish it because my brain was like, yeah, that's a full sentence. But my brain thought that I wrote down the whole of the sentence, but I only wrote down the first half. So that, I gotta say, is a little bit of a humbling experience. It makes you reread your stuff a little bit harder. A little bit harder. And now I just want to explain what we're doing here, cause maybe you guys have played No Man's Sky, maybe you haven't, but this is not a normal No Man's Sky run. This is getting so many abandoned crates, and I don't really want those. I want buried caches. Wait, what? Ooh. Yes, please. But what I'm doing is, well, we don't really need toxic, I'm gonna be honest. Essentially what we're doing is we are, going through this as if we don't have a ship already, and we're trying to find a new ship. The important thing, however, is that The important thing is that we have chosen to start in an abandoned universe, which means there are no other living creatures. There are no other living creatures. Like, okay, they're animals. And they're very cute. And we love them. And they do their steppies, see? But there are no other sentient creatures around us. Oh. So there's not gonna be anybody landing, so we can't trade for a ship or anything like that. Oh, it's a plaque. It's not a monolith. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So there. Oh, we're gonna get language because seeking knowledge with the past is going to send us off world, which we can't do currently. So we basically ignored that option. The whole point of this challenge is to find a ship, or in our case, because we found a grave, and a grave gives us coordinates that we can put into a monolith and jump systems. We could also jump systems. I mean, we could just do all bare bones. Hi, Overspine. What do you mean? What's wrong with my face? It's my face. Do you not like it? It's a new body, at least for now. Bear cash. There we go. I don't want a tarnished gas pressurizer. There you go. But yeah, so I think the ultimate goal of this is to reach the center of the universe, which I've never even done on a good day. So Gravemind, what's Gravemind? What about that? Ancient bones. Teehee. I have bones. Side of dirt. What's that? Apparently ancient bones are good for us to sell whenever we find somewhere. No, you're just a thing. Okay, okay. I understand. Wait, hold on. What are you? Is that? No, that's sodium. Matthew time. Okay. From Halo 2? I have no idea. I've never played a Halo. Well, okay, that's a lie. I played a Halo once. I was... Let me set the scene for you. I was 12, I think. it was February. And for some reason it was snowing. Which was unusual, you know, because I grew up in Texas. So school was off. So my friends and I all converged on a friend's house. Because he invited us all over. And he had Halo. I don't know whether it was 1 or 2. I don't think it was 3. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. Oh, that's the one we need. I don't know which Halo is Halo. It was my first time playing on an Xbox. Because my family was strictly Nintendo. And also my first time ever playing a shooter that wasn't Star Fox. Star Fox I played, but that's like an on rails like shooter, and then even in battle mode, it's not really like a shooter, you know? You understand. Anyway. So me and 3 of my friends, we played Halo. I was shit at it. And that was the last time I played. I probably could have really enjoyed it. You know, if I had played more. It's just, you know, it was one of those things where you ever have a friend, and I can say this because I'm not saying what friend this was. You'll ever have a friend especially when you're a kid, who's just that guy that wants to be the best at everything, and so even if it's casual play, he'll get mad at you if you're bad at a game. I remember being like, Ghostie, I thought you were a gamer. What the fuck? And I was like, which is why Ghostie didn't play Halo, because she assumed she was bad at it. And I was, to be fair, 100% fair here. I was shit at that game. We do need the Viking effigies, but we don't. Oh wait, we don't need the Viking effigies or the Gek relics. We need the Korvax keys. There we go. Get rid of that. No! Getting rid of things! Don't fight me! Yeah, that should all be good. But yeah, so I don't really know anything about Halo actual anything. The only other thing I did with Halo was I watched a few seasons of Red vs. Blue back in the day. So I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. It's an unknown building. What is it? It's a waypoint. It's a waypoint. You've reached the way. And it's point. That's a nice seal, but we don't really get anything from it. And we could go to that salvage container, because that probably has stuff. Ooh. Yeah, we'll go do that. Also, we're in a situation now where for this week I'm basically gonna be relegated to living back here in my office. So if I decide just on a whim, we may gorilla stream. We may. But we also might not. And the only other scheduled stream we have this week is
Now
for
Varzi
Friday.
Walton is first.
Why, so thank you for being first.
Oh boy, what flavor?
Thank you for 100 bucks. Yeah. But to explain a little bit more, Overspine, this is my little poly model that we're running with for a little bit. While my big module is finished. And I'm not sure when that's gonna be. Oh, hold on. Oh no. I need a bolt caster. What do I need for a bolt caster? 3 carbon nanotubes and chromatic metal. I can make carbon nanotubes, I think. No, I can't. I don't have any carbon. Matthew Diamond. Well, we'll get stuff while we move towards the miner settlement. Military base. Gravemind was an ancient frenemy that helps you only because in doing so it saves his life. I mean, fair. I get that. I'm not big into a lot of stuff. Basically, most of my knowledge about that sort of stuff comes from other people. So I am less aware of a lot of this stuff. Do we have any copper? I don't see any copper, and okay. We'll keep going, and then we'll find copper on the way. Oh, hey, knowledge stone. Yeah, I know a little bit. You would think that with my enjoyment of things like sci-fi, that I would have played a ton of sci-fi video games, but the reality is not that. I played the first Mass Effect, and then I started Mass Effect 2. This was a long time ago, and I hated Mass Effect 2 at the beginning, so I never finished it. And I never did Mass Effect 3 because I didn't do Mass Effect 2. I probably won't be playing Halo. I don't think it's my type of game at this point. I mean, I'd give it a try if it was like a friend was like, hey Ghostie, I want to play this game. Do you want to play this game with me? I would at least try. I would at least try if I had it. But I also don't trust Microsoft. I don't trust them. We'll get this other dioxide deposit as well. Just so that we have a good amount of it. Yeah, I had a friend ask me if I wanted to play Outlast Trials, and I thought about it because I thought it's really cool, and I looked it up on the store, and they use AI in their development, so I'm like, well, I can't buy that now. I am morally opposed to this. Which I gotta say, that is one of the most detrimental things about growing up and having, like, strong principles that you stick to, even to your own detriment sometimes. You miss out on cool things. And then you find out that the people who taught you to have such strong... Oh, hold on. That's a copper deposit. We need that. Such strong principles, they don't stick to that same thing, and then they're very confused when you're like, but I can't do it because I am opposed to this, and then your parents are like, well, I'm glad you have strong principles, but I'm really disappointed. And you're like, disappointed what? No. I think my issue with Mass Effect 2 and this was because Mass Effect was essentially the first what's it called? Shooter that I ever played. I don't count Jet Force Gemini as a shooter, really. I gotta be honest with you guys, even though I loved it when I was a tiny child, I wouldn't count it as a shooter these days. So Mass Effect was the first shooter I played. And I honestly hadn't really played much that was close third person to that point either. So, for me, it was very confusing and a little bit frustrating already. To play the game to begin with. And over time it got better, but in Mass Effect 1, a lot of your weapons are like energy based. So instead of worrying about ammo, you're worrying about overheating. But in Mass Effect 2, you have to worry about ammo, which was not a resource that I really had to pay attention to before in playing video games. And if you're like, Ghostie, didn't you just say you played Jet Force Gemini? Yes. But see, I was the smaller child. So I got to be Floyd. I did not get to be Juno or Vila or Lupus. And Floyd did not have ammo. So, I didn't have to worry about it. Now, I also want to point out, Jet Force Gemini was a game that I was gifted by my parents, and yet I'm still relegated to Floyd. Still relegated to Floyd. Which way is... We'll go ahead and mark that. Travel in this direction, get some ferrite dust. So yeah, when Mass Effect 2 started up and it was immediately into like you have to deal with ammo and stuff. I was so really unable to handle that. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for your ghostie. So that's why I stopped playing. Bugs! No! Bugs! I one moment my life was beside your about. Oh, you leg. But yeah, I didn't enjoy Aspect 2 at the outset, so I just didn't play it. It was also one of those things where I had bought Mass Effect on Steam, and then my brother bought me the disc for Mass Effect 2, so I couldn't I didn't understand how to transfer the save data. So that I don't think the game would have remembered my choices. Okay, now can we have a bolt caster? Yeah. So Jet Force Gemini was a N64 game, and it was a third-person shooter type game. You played siblings Juno and Vila, as well as their dog Lupus, and you fought, I don't remember the name of the bad guy, but you fought essentially gigantic ants and bugs. Why am I full again? Oh, because I somehow got junk. I don't want it. But yeah, you played Juno and Vila and their dog Lupus, and generally you would just like, you were trying to, I can't remember what the actual thing was. They were trying to do it. But there were also a whole bunch of creatures called tribals that were little kind of like almost bear-like little guys. That they were the natural inhabitants of this system, I think, and the bad guy was taking from them. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I played that. But it was a lot of fun at the time. And I wanted it badly, and so because it came out and then the next childbirth day was mine, I was the one who got it. I was the one who got the thing. We had all of the Nintendo systems, including the Virtual Boy. And we also ended up with a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2. Hi, Ronnie! Okay, thank you for the lurk. But we never dipped into Xbox, and, you know, the PlayStation 3, it had no games, so there was no reason to get it. As we all know, the PlayStation 3 had no games. No, there was a game on PlayStation 3. I think it was called Folklore. It was something like that. And my friend had it. And I was over at her house. And, I don't remember much about the game. But what I do remember is that the protagonist. No, I've never played Last of Us, and at this point, I really disliked Neil Druckmann, so I don't think I would ever want to give him attention by letting his stuff take up space in my mind. Anyway, I mean, more than it already does, because I did watch playthroughs of Last of Us. The one that I really paid attention to of the playthroughs was the one done by Best Friends. Do Best Friends play? It was kind of funny because throughout the whole thing, you have for those of you who don't know, Two Best Friends Play used to be Best Friends Play used to be a Let's Play channel on YouTube, and it was run by Matt and Pat, not Matt Pat, but a man named Matt and a man named Pat. And then later on, their friends Wooly and Liam joined. I think Liam ended up leaving pretty quickly, but Wooly stuck around until the end of the channel. It's been a while since the channel ended, but Pat was always quite angry, and he always came off as such. And Matt was very, like, laid back and very chill. And throughout the entirety of their Last of Us playthrough, Patrick was like, he hated Ellie so much. He would call her, her power smell-o-vision, and often called her garbage. But then at the very end, he was so incensed that anyone would hurt her. He was like, "No, you don't hurt garbage. That's my garbage. Fuck you." And that's what I remember of Last of Us. When Last of Us 2 came out, I was not interested, and I'm still not interested. So I'm probably never gonna play it. I know that Haba, who rated us earlier, likes Last of Us, and I don't remember whether she has a playthrough up, but if she does, you should go watch her play it, because she loves it. And I think that is the best kind of person to watch play. Somebody who loves it. Because then you get the best experience, right? I don't know too much about Last of Us 2, other than that it kind of like ended up... What did I think that spike? Right there? That one? I was like, oh! More smoke! No, Ghostie. No, Ghostie, that's not smoke. Ghostie, what are you doing? Oh, what is this? Life support module? Well, if I must. Let's move the hazard stuff down here since we only need that one. Yeah, I think that's a good. But yeah, so anyway, in this game called Folklore, it was very clunky. I think is the right word to describe the controls. And there was all this illusion and setup, I think meant to be like this, oh no, mystery about what happened at the church. That day that we met at the church. What happened to you at the church? Things like that. But like there was nothing that it could tell us. Like we weren't getting far enough for it to tell us what happened. And it was a very confusing game. And I remember myself and my friend just sitting there like searching the internet trying to find out what happened at the church. But it was a game that like nobody was playing. And I doubt most people remember. But I don't think we ever learned what happened at the church. I don't remember learning what happened at the church. So if you remember, and you know what I'm talking about, now you know what? I can probably like look it up on Wikipedia. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like, this specific thing happened and this is why it was bad. If that's you, you can tell this possum here on Twitch, over on YouTube. Tell this possum what happened at the church. 'Cause that's good to know. I still have no idea. But yeah, I've never had a PlayStation 3. I do have the PlayStation 4. I bought it off one of my friends. I was trying to get rid of theirs. And that's how we were able to play Bloodborne. Also, there are ads incoming, and I do apologize. We will take a break when the ads come in. But yeah, if you are subscribed, if you have Twitch Turbo, a good ad blocker, or are over on YouTube, you won't see ads. Yippee! But otherwise you may see ads. And I will just, when the ads play, we're just gonna chill, have a good time, and once they're over, we'll continue the game. Because I try not to play unless it's like to get back. Like yesterday when I was trying to get back to where we had fallen on Ocarina of Time, that I consider okay to do. But not in something like this. In something like this, we will burrow into the ground and get somewhere that we can't get cold. And we'll rest there until the ads are over. And if you guys are like, what's that minor settlement about? Why do you care about the minor settlement? I don't care about the minor settlement. It just gives us something to work towards. A direction to go. Yeah. But yeah, I have a long history of video games. It has been an enduring, not about this, an enduring hobby in my life. Primarily, I think, because it's something that I could do in my home where I was kind of kept all the time, and something that also allowed me to have a lot of imagination about it. So I really like video games in general, and it makes me sad that you know, they can become so, yeah, we'll just go in there after we save here, that they can become so divisive, you know? Because they're things I love. I think this is just a resource, people. I don't think this is actually... Let's run around and see if it's a place we can go inside. I don't think it... Oh, it is? Look at me being silly and not aware. Oh, it's you. But yeah. Let's learn a new recipe. We'll go ahead and get this one, because we keep running into those. Now we can make them. Okay. And we are safe in here. So this is where we will hide until the ads are done. Get a big slurp of Dr. Pepper. Just chill out. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm not in the mood to be like super overtly loud. So I hope you guys don't mind the chill time. Chill time with Possum. I don't think I'm particularly tired. I did sleep a lot. I actually slept, like I said, I slept late. I slept until like 7:20. Which, usually I'm up before 7. Up as in awake. I still gotta wait for Goji to get me out of bed. But you know, it happens. I'm excited for coming up. I hope to do a lot more collabs with friends and things. I think it'd be a lot of cool time. A lot of time that Ghostie would be happy. And now that I'm fixing my audio, I hope I'm fixing my audio. I hope my audio is better than it was. Now that we're doing that. Ghostie gets to be heard more. I was trying to edit down, you Mecha Chameleon collab. It might still be able to salvage it. I'm just so quiet. You can hear me, but I'm just quiet, you know? Can I turn the anomaly detector off? No. Can I upload? I can. Hold on, how much monies do we have? We have like almost 0 monies. I don't think that there is a... No, there's no sales thing in this room. Oh god. But yeah, I wanted it to be a chill day where we're just having fun and chilling out. Making progress, theoretically. It'll be good. Welcome back, Mads. Thank you guys so much for sitting through them. I really do appreciate you. And real quick before we keep going, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who supports me over on Patreon, but more specifically, thank you to the people who survive me, who support me at the $5 tier or more, who are currently Varzel, Platform Platypus, Binkle Burr, and Goshu Show. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. Let's get back to it. Get back to it. Keep going towards the settlement. I think I have gotten to the point that there are certain games or certain types of games that I kind of internalize as being annoying. Or if not annoying, then at the very least, like, not something I'm interested in. And I think that probably locks me out of some game types that I would probably find very good. Like, I don't doubt that The Last of Us is actually quite a good game. But the actions of one of its creators has made me not want to deal with it. Yeah. Also, I'm enjoying a lot more games like this more recently. A lot more games where it's just like chill out time and we're just going places and doing stuff. I say as I am getting super excited about Control 2 coming out in September. That is a game that I'm probably gonna mainline for a few days when it comes out. My thought process is this. We will we'll go into September playing Control 1 so that once Control 2 is out and we play it. Can't use that. You know, it'll be fresh on everybody's mind, hopefully. I'm just excited because I think it's really cool. I think it's the best. Control is genuinely my favorite video game. I'm not the best at it. I just love the design choices. I love the story. I love the weirdness to it. And I'm super excited to play it again. I played it, I think, twice on channel. And then at least twice off channel. But I just really enjoy it. It's kind of like, for me, a very comforting sort of game. It has a lot of the aesthetics that I very much like as well. So I will opt for that sort of stuff more often. We might have to end early. I'm pretty gassed. And by that, what I mean is fucking smoke, man. It's fucking smoke. Yeah. I'm happy that there's so much cool stuff happening. I ignore a lot of the stuff that I think is dumb. And instead, I spend time thinking about things I like. Which I think is important. You can sell stuff here.
Units received.
There was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow, here furry cats meow. To mad Caribbean come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered around. Scattered seeds from a sack they found. Hopes the seeds they spread on the ground bring small critters a boot. To mad Caribbean come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, the gang was bored and morale had dipped. One of the seeds grew green catnip. Sniffed and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meal that night. The mad Caribbean come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, their heads were hung when the morn was nigh. Nip was strong and they all got high. Bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. We'll bring us some mice today. The mad Caribbean come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, will you tell about us all? Oh. Yeah. And one day those bellies will be full, that is true. We'll wait until we at least get to 5 hours on that settlement before we end. I know it'll be a short one today, but I want it to be very chill and very fun. Well, was it fun? Yes. I remember when I was a kid, trying to convince my parents to let us have more time on the computer. And now it's like I think I spend most of my day on the computer. I mean, to be fair, I am a little bit, you know, I am at least slightly in trouble with mobility. So it's not like I can go and like do all the things that maybe I would want to. But I think it's just my life has become on the computer. No holds for Ghostie. No holds for Ghostie. Which is very nice because I get to do things like play video games and talk to you guys and write. I mean, granted, I could write and not be on the computer. I do it every day. I have journals I keep beside my bed and I write in my books. So I do legitimately have written records, handwritten records of my work. I have literal proof that I don't generate my books with AI. Does that make them better or worse? I think so. I think it makes them better. But, you know. That is for a person to judge, not for me to dictate. I don't use dictation software either, that's the other thing. I should probably figure out a way to get subtitles on stream. I know there are tons of options, I just suck at life so I don't end up putting them in time. Okay, we're gonna get over this ridge. And then I think I'm gonna have you guys I'm probably gonna send you guys off. Because I am getting EOP and even if I have this caffeine and sugar. Thank you guys for hanging out. Go over here, hold on. Yeah, thank you guys for chilling out with me today. I know it's a shorter one. But I just, you know, I was able to do it today, so I'm proud of myself. We take wins, both big and small. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I will see you guys again for sure on Friday. Please eat something delicious, hug someone or something you love. I will see you next time, but until then, goodbye!